Well, I'm a good half hour late this morning. 23 minutes it looks like. Uh, anyway, I've just got through talking about the Yi Ching at the Scottish Goddess Conference, and I've got all my toys laid out here, and I've been talking for an hour and a half, and but here I am for Saturday morning cartoons, and actually I've got. Let's see if I can. Uh-oh, I'm going to decline that talk. Yes, I'm. Look what I got laid out here. So let's look at all of that stuff. I've been talking about the Yi Ching, and in spots I've been talking specifically about how the Yi Ching, how at least 16 of the court cards, the court cards of the tarot, correspond to 16 of the Yi Ching hexagrams. And while I had my audio-visual stuff out to share with them, I thought I would share them with you this morning, just for a minute, because I do have to go downstairs to get a refresh myself, as you. But anyway, there are 8 trigrams. Okay, that's 8 ways of combining a broken line and an unbroken line. Okay, there's 8 ways, and so that's what the Yi Ching is based on. Just like Kabbalah is based heavily on 4, like Yod He Vav He, and heavily based on the numbers 3, 7, and 12 for the Hebrew alphabet, and all of that gives us our tree of life and our paths and stuff like that. Yi Ching's based on these 8 trigrams. Now, is 8 superior to 4? Is 8 superior to 3, 7, and 12? Is 16 or 64 superior to the Kabbalistic numbers? No. Every number is infinite. There is no difference. We could build a reality. We could build a universe on any number. We could build harmonics and things like that off of any number. Chinese loved 8. And it's all based on these 8 trigrams and 8 ways of looking at these things. The I Ching hexagrams are just these trigrams doubled. So if we look right here, we'll see that all 3 unbroken lines are the big phallus. Now, this is a big universal phallus, so, well, it's reflected in all things fallacy or projective here, and but it's the universal phallus, kind of in the same way as Hokmah is the universal phallus. Okay, big universal. It's the male section of a level of consciousness where there is no duality, and the 3 unbroken lines are the yoni. Is the yoni, the big mother, like the bina, okay, or hadit, nuit, even. Okay, we can look at it that way. So those 2 trigrams are really big, huge, universal, cosmic principles underlying absolutely everything that we're going to try to understand from our below the abyss perception. And we've got a broken sandwich here. Okay, 2 slices of bread are the unbroken lines, and that's the sun. itself. And this sandwich, an unbroken sandwich with broken pieces of bread, is the moon. Okay, phallus, yoni, sun, moon. Big, huge cosmic concepts. And those are pretty pure looking trigrams too. Almost as if that sun is sort of a minor reflection of the phallus, and that moon is sort of a minor reflection of the big yoni. But below that are 4 trigrams that represent fire, and the wands, of course, that would be the knights or kings in the tarot. Water for the cup and the queens. Air for the princes and the swords. And earth for the princesses and the discs. So each combination of those 4 mix and match give us our 16 court cards. Now, you have to do a little imagination to see the images of these things in the images of these trigrams. The wand there for fire, I sort of see, you know, the solid base of a campfire, and the 2 broken lines are flames licking up. And the cup there for water, I sort of see the sediment, a couple layers of sediment at the bottom of a pond, and for air there, I fly enough to see multiple layers of stratospheric clouds like that, with broken up clouds underneath, and that's really stretching it. And the earth is the crust over the fiery core of the earth. But anyway, put those together and throw them into the mix, and the ones that are circled there, let's see here, the ones that are circled are the court cards, and next to the trigrams I've got them identified like that with their elemental signs, and up at the top there got them identified as knights, princesses, prince, and queens, like that. So, that being said, I told everybody that in order to do a Yi Ching, they're going to at least have some kind of Yi Ching text, even if it's something as funky and as brilliant as the Yi Ching of Milo. There it is in pamphlet form. I just had to print that up at the print shop myself, so don't. Okay, and here's the Yi Ching hexagrams on the court cards. See, we see our water of earth there. Okay, you're watching me clean up my act. I showed them these dice that I made, that's unbroken on one side, broken on the other, then broken at the ends, and then double broken there to give either an old yin line, or excuse me, a yin or a yang line, broken or unbroken, or an old yin or an old yang line. So here you could simply throw your things like that, And I'll tell you what kind of I Ching hexagram I just drew. This would be unbroken, unbroken turning into broken, unbroken, unbroken, broken turning in, or unbroken turning into broken, and then broken. So here we have this I Ching hexagram right here, which I'll look it up in the handy book here. So it's broken, 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 or unbroken, broken, broken. There's one, and there's unbroken, broken, broken. Where is it? Right there. So that would be hexagram number 5, with a moving line in the 2nd place and a moving line in the 5th place. Now, Crowley had I Ching sticks that were just much simpler than that. They look something like this. Just a broken line here, little abalone shell there, and an unbroken line there. But one of the sticks, it's made from the same block of rosewood, but cut at a different angle. That's my moving line. So this, I would ask my question, throw the sticks like that, and create my I Ching hexagram. Then I'd look it up. So this one would be pretty easy to, so it would be that at the bottom, that at the bottom, that at the top, hexagram number 44, the moving line in the 5th place. So when you read the thing, I would read the commentary and of the hexagram number 44. Then I would read the commentary for the individual line in hexagram 64. Then I'd turn this one over, and the hexagram that one turned into, I'd read the commentary to that. And I did a lot more stuff than that this morning. But I said I'd be late for Saturday morning cartoons, and I was. So I'm going to have to just make this one a short one today. This is something that I carry around in my tarot bag when I read tarot cards for people. This is the list of all of the 16 court cards and the 16 hexagrams that they represent. The Knight of Wands would be the arousing shock or thunder. The Queen of Wands, or the Prince of Wands would be increase. Things like that. I carry that with me. Now that's information that you can get for yourself all over the place, but you can also find it in this unsung, the best book I ever wrote that nobody's ever read, the Book of Ordinary Oracles. You knew I was going to plug something. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow for Sunday school, and I won't be so exhausted and so scattered. Or maybe I will. So until tomorrow, continue to be good to yourself, be good to each other. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law, love under will.